Hey UCHU, this is Angela Jordan Perry, the owner, director, and administrator of UCHU, United Christian Homeschoolers Unlimited. For those who are members of my association, I indicated that I have a unique way of daily recording of what we do in our homeschooling, and I had shared that in a post really briefly some weeks ago, and I have had some more questions about it. So I wanted to show you exactly what I do as far as my record keeping. Will you get the sheet they check off on the side of the fridge? There's 3 resources I do. So my kids have about an hour, my younger ones. So I'm homeschooling 5 children right now. One is an 8th grader. I have 3 4th graders, which one I held back a year, and other 2 I moved them ahead a year. So that's how I just wanted to have many that's on the same level. So I have, thank you, I have 3 4th graders, 1 8th grader, and 1 1st grader. Now in the morning, they all have about an hour, or I should say my 4th graders and my 1st grader. They have an hour and a half of self-study. And so basically what I have gone over things that I want them to learn, and then they are responsible, hi for joining in, they are responsible for going over this work themselves. So the things that they do in self-study is we're learning to draw the entire world. So right now we're in the United States, and this would be over the course of their schooling. So although right now we're in the United States this year, next we'll go to Canada, maybe when they're 5th grade, and then next we'll go on to South America, Africa, etc. And so we'll continue to add on until they have learned how to draw the entire world. Maybe that'll happen completely by 9th grade or 10th grade, okay? So in the morning, they're responsible for going over their geography, and this is within their hour and a half study. They do their geography on their own. They study their spelling on their own. They have a poetry that they learn, a poem that they learn each, however it takes long for them to learn it, maybe a couple of weeks. They have to go over that. They play 24-card game, which is a quick pace, how to do mental math. They read books, and they have a Bible passport. And the Bible passport, let's see, I'll show you what that looks like. But in the Bible passport is this. I'm going to turn the camera around and I'll explain all these things just in case you're interested in what we do. Study spelling, practice their poem, geography, they go over their multiplication, Bible passport, 24 cards, read books, and they go over, I think that's it. Then my 1st grader, he is to work on his letters, his numbers, study his phonics. He practiced reading, and then he goes over that reading with me. So let me show you what the paperwork looks like, okay? I'm going to give you step by step. I'm going to turn this around. Okay, so if you can see, it has a plastic film on this paper. So this is the paper, and they are to, seems like this week so far, or let's see. Tirza has forgot to erase last week, but this is a reusable sheet. I put it up on the side of the fridge. I have the wrong date on it, but they ignore the date. They know to start every week checking off what they've done, and they have an hour and a half. I assign one of the kids to set the timer for an hour and a half, and then they go and do their work. So you see, here's the list. Study spelling, practice poem, geography, multiplication, Bible passport, 24 cards, read books. They go over that for an hour and a half before I actually start study with them. And then they, check it off when they've done it to Monday. Today is Monday, so you can see they've done that. But Tirza, she's forgotten to check off hers. And then for my 1st grader, he is to work on letters, numbers, phonics, and reading. Now, the reason why I do this hour and a half of study, self-study, is to help them with study skills. I mean, this is just a small step to being on top of this, how to be responsible for all of this without me doing a follow-up or all of that. So when it's time for spelling tests, we do spelling tests every Monday. Then they know that they have had to study spelling. When we do geography quiz, like every 2 weeks, then they know they only can pass it if they have been doing it. So multiplication quiz, when we've done that, etc. The Bible passport is something that It looks like this. This is not it's not really pretty, but it's well used. So let's see, this is Tirzah's. So in this Bible passport, I have things like they are to learn Psalm 23. And when they have learned it, then they get a sticker here. And then in the back of the book, I write it in, Psalm 23, a sticker, and the day that they actually learned it by memory. Not half learned it, not kind of learned it, but they actually learned it. And so we have in this is part of their hour-and-a-half study, Psalms 23. Learn that by memory, have that all in here. And then it also explains and breaks down what Psalms 23 says. Then the 10 Commandments. So she hasn't learned this yet. So I've not given her a sticker. The Old Testament, she had to learn all the books of the Bible. And I tell them that at any time I can go back and just say, all right, tell me the Old Testament books of the Bible. And then they have to still honorably know this. So they keep reviewing, okay? So Old Testament books of the Bible. If this makes sense, please give me some thumbs up. I need to know that you're with me. Thumbs up, some hearts or something like that. New Testament books of the Bible. She's not started working on that. The Lord's Prayer, she got a sticker on that. And so then in the back, I would have written the date that she learned it. Oh, we got New Testament too. She's done that. Old Testament. Fruits of the Spirit. So in the back is where I write when they've learned that. She learned the Lord's Prayer on January 2nd. Right there. And that is her sticker. So the Lord's Prayer, the fruits of the Spirit. She got a sticker for that. They have to tell me the verse. The armor of God, the Beatitudes. This is a proclamation, but instead of this, I give them poems to learn. The days of creation, tribes of Israel. She had to learn those. So this is what's all in this Bible passport. You can put anything that you want in there. Okay, so that's just to give you an idea of what that is because it's on the actual sheet. Now, for the portfolio information, now just remember in the law, it just says that you have to keep record of day-to-day work in which they've done. So I've created this sheet here. Let's see if I can get it clear. This sheet, again, I keep it in my binder. This is my binder, my portfolio binder. All right, so in here, it says their names. This is week 17. I put the date. The dates go across the top, Monday through Friday. And then for math, they're in math, and I write the page number I've done with them on Tuesday, Wednesday. We didn't do anything on Thursday because that's generally our academy day, co-op day. And then Friday. And I just wrote what pages we reviewed. History, as you can see, this is Christmas, December 25th, but we still had school. No school, but they helped with cleaning, life skills day. So we had a school, but it was cooking, cleaning, organizing, that type of thing. Spelling, sorry, it keeps getting blurry. Might be my hand. So on normally spelling is on Mondays. But we had our test on Tuesday, as you can see. And then I check it off that they've studied. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay? We go over grammar, letters and skill, letters and phonics. I write the page number they've done, etc. So that's how that looks. And I just write this in. So this is what I use as my daily record keeping of what we've done from day to day. And any other notes I need to do, I put that up there. Okay? You can write, you can, of course, put whatever you do with them. And then each day, write your own little notes. So each week, I do a sheet like this, okay? This is just something I created as an easy way for keeping records from day to day. This is my 8th grade students, okay? She's responsible for keeping her own record keeping. And I go over it, and I've threatened her enough to know, for her to know, hey, you better keep record of this. So same idea, but she writes what she's done. Let's see, she doesn't, I don't know if she got the date up here. I can't see. Yeah, this is, it's from January. All right, so she writes everything that goes on up here. I'm sorry, this is blurry. All right, she writes everything, what she does. Okay. excuse me, I'm sorry. And so there you go. You can see her responsibilities of what she has to do. All right, so that's that. Now, so that's the record keeping, day-to-day record keeping. And you can do however you want. The law doesn't say what it needs to look like. It just says maintain daily record keeping. Now, this is how I do my attendance. So here I got little blocks that I created this simple way of keeping attendance. It goes all the way to 180 days. So if we ever missed a day, so far we've not missed a day of school. We worked all the way through Christmas. I didn't take a break this year at all. So I generally just write 1, 2, all the way through to 180. On this corner right here says 180. I don't know if you can see that. Right there, 179, 180. And then I just write the date, the school date, and I color it in. All right. So I just need to do my other dates because we're now here, 106. I forgot to do last week's. So, and then that's just my record keeping. So, again, if we were to miss a day, I would just, not put that date there and then start counting the day that we had school. This little sheet helps me know when I've reached 180 days. Okay. All right. So hopefully that helps you to understand this sheet here that they use for their hour and a half of study is not what I use for record keeping. This is just for them. So they know what they have completed within that hour and a half. But this is what I actually use for record keeping, these little sheets. And if you can see, I have a ton of them. And so this is what we keep here, all the record keeping. Okay? So hopefully that answered questions and clarified some things. If not, then send me a message and let me know. You can be as creative as you like under the option 3 laws and how you want to maintain your records, your week to week record keeping. And that's it. Okay? All right. Hope this has been helpful. And please give me your comments, questions, or any other thing you'd like to know. All right. Bye-bye.